For you? Yeah, no problem. For you? Yeah, no problem. Got you guys. Heather, you've got yours. Okay. All right. I think we're finally ready to start. So we've got a little series of workshops coming up in January. There are 3 workshops. So you can do them ad hoc, just like one at a time if you want to participate, or you can actually buy them as a bundle with a discount. So the 3 workshops are, number 1, January 1st, we're doing a detox workshop because everybody could use a little bit of that on Jan 1. It's good. Listen, you need a couple days. Listen, you got to set it up then. I appreciate that. Sometimes you do need a couple days. So don't worry. There are 2 other workshops of Jan 1. You're like, we're not ready for this yet. We've got a breath workshop with Nick Dower. He is my acupuncturist. I could not say enough good things about him. And then second is the meditation workshop led by Debbie Rill, who teaches our restorative class. She is just genuinely a wonderful human being. And that's all you really need to know. But if you want more info, check it out online. This morning, let's get moving. Child's pose. So we're going to be doing a little extra upper body work today, working on our shoulders in particular. But I want you to be able to pick out this one spot that we're going to use quite frequently. This is your thoracic spine. So it's the spot that sits right between your shoulder blades. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. As you're breathing here, just bring your attention to this spot at first. Feeling it rise and fall with your breath. Start to deepen your breath, creating a full, clear Ujjayi breath. Again, just bringing your awareness to the backside of your body to start with. Take 2 more deep breaths in. Getting full, complete exhales. One last time. In and out. On your next breath, come up to all 4s. And we're going to start here by inhaling. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. See if you can soften that spot between your shoulders, helping you create this twist, reaching as high as you can go. One more breath in. Exhale, you're going to tuck this arm under, come to thread the needle. So your right arm is laying on the floor. You can let your head and your shoulder relax down. If this works for you, you can also take your left leg and extend it out to the side. This is going to help add a little bit of support. Next level would be interlacing your fingers and just pressing your top hand out, creating lots of new space. Bring your attention or your drishti to your back right ribs. With each breath in, look to inflate the space between each and every one of your ribs. One more breath. And on your next inhale, we're going to come back to all 4s. So unwrap your arms. You can shake it out if you need to. I usually need a little bit of that. Inhale your left hand up into the air. Focus on reaching that palm as high as you can go. Take a full breath in, reach up. Exhale, tuck your arm under. Left ear onto the floor. Now, awareness on this side is coming to your back left ribs. So you can bring your right leg out if you want to add a little bit of stretch there. Yes, good job. And then interlace your fingers. Again, letting your top hand pull that bottom arm long. That's it, Heather. Just keep breathing back here. Creating way new space. One more time. In and out. On your next inhale, we're going to come back to all fours. And now we're really going to start working with that mid back. So right here, you're in tabletop. But on your inhale, I want you to press the center of your spine. So your thoracic spine straight up towards the ceiling. Now just breathe. Press your pointer finger and your thumb down into the mat hard enough that you can actually feel your belly button pull up and in towards your spine. We're looking for full engagement here. Keep breathing. The deeper you breathe, the easier these shoulder openings are going to become. So use your breath to help you soften in whatever way is necessary. One more time. Now on your exhale, let the center of your chest drop down. So this doesn't mean totally going the opposite direction, like relaxing everything and letting your elbows bend. We're not looking for that. Here, I want you to focus on softening between your shoulders so that you can let your chest drop down between your shoulders. Yeah, just like that. Sometimes I like to picture this as actually the sides of my arms becoming long as I look for that softening. Yeah, that's really good there, Tori. Take 2 more breaths. Long arms, soft shoulders. Last one. All right, good job. Now we're going to move through a little bit of cat-cow here. So on your inhale, you are going to tilt your tailbone up, reach through your shoulders, letting your chest drop down. And exhale, we'll tuck our tailbone, press up between your shoulder blades. Just keep moving with your breath. Whatever speed feels right for you. Let's go one more round. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to look again to create some new space. So come to your cat spine, aka thoracic spine pressing up. Now bring your weight onto your right pinky finger, over to your left hand, back into your left hip, right hip. We're going for full body circles here. Focus on pressing your rib cage out towards the sides of the circles as you move around. We're going to take one more full circle and then switch the opposite direction. So out clockwise this time. Or if you started the opposite direction, just reverse it. Go around 2 more times. And then when you're finally done with that, we're going to come, tuck your toes underneath of yourself. Take a full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, shake out your legs. Do any of those things that you need to get yourself ready for movement. Take an inhale. All the breath out. Walk your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift, we're going to stay here. Bring your hands either to your shins or up onto your thighs, anywhere where you can sustain this pose. Now, I want you to focus on pressing out through the crown of your head and setting your sits bones backwards. So reach up. Yeah, you got this. Just straight forwards. All the space along your ribs. Good job. Take a breath in. Ragdoll. Let your head drop down. You can take any movement side to side that you need here. Yes, whatever feels good. Now I want you to press your heels into the mat. Hug your inner ankles back and your outer shins in. Inhale, roll to standing all the way up. Yep, then reach towards the ceiling. Hands to heart center. So we're going to get started this morning with 3 ohms. We'll get to some movement, all right? Take a breath in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga on the way down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. We're going to go for 2 breaths here. In and out. One more time. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Exhale. Step or float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Get long through your side body. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. We're going to take 2 full breaths here. So in. Blow that air back out. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Bend your knees. Hop. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. And fold. Extended mountain. Go up and back this time. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Down dog on the exhale. 2 breaths here. Now focus on pressing your sits bones up and back this time, creating length from your fingertips all the way to your hips. Bonus breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain with your breath up and back. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Moving with your breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nicely done. 2 breaths here. And out. One more time. In. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Last one. Up and back. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Moving with your breath. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Good job, guys. 2 breaths, and then we'll move to our sun bees. Keeping your fingertips right where they are. Yep, just let yourself get long on the mat. Last breath. Exhale. Feet to hands. Good job, Brooke. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. We're going to stay. Oh, yes. Here we go. Chair pose. Sitting down low into your hips. Take cactus arms. So I want you to feel in these cactus arms an actual stretch. So one that comes across your chest the whole way into your elbows. Yes, sir. You look like you're getting that stretch. How's that going? You can keep your shoulder down a little bit more if you need to. Take a breath in. Exhale. You're going to hug your forearms together, pressing out through your thoracic spine. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, stretch. We're just going to keep moving 3 more times. Warming up all the space between your shoulder blades. 2 more. Oh, yes, yogis. Last one. Here we go. Yes. All right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1. And guess what? We're staying here too. Good job. Now that back foot, press your pinky toes down into the mat. Yeah, that's it, Heather. Now come low into the lunge. You actually want to think about this like you're trying to face both hip points towards the front of your mat. So just a little, yeah, just like that. Now low into your hips. Reach your shoulder blades up. We're going to go for cactus arms. Or better yet, you can just reach your hands out wide. We're going to do this every time. Oh, yes. One more breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Guess where we're going? Left side, warrior 1. Oh, yes. Yogis. Press down through your back toes straight into the mat. Get real anchoring here. Take your hands out wide. Breath in. Chaturanga. Exhale. All right. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to flow from here, okay? Take your breath in. Let it go. One more time. In and out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose, wide shoulders. Fold. Good job. Halfway lift. Chaturanga with your breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Hands wide as you go. Chaturanga. Good job. Upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Inhale on your way up. Exhale on your way back down. Good. Up dog and into down dog. Now I want you to be able to take your time in this. So whether you're getting a little bit ahead or behind, we're all going to meet here in down dog. Move with your breath. You're not racing your neighbor. They're just here to breathe with you. One more time. In and out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair, cactus arms. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Breathe into the pose. Breathe out, back out of the pose. Good job. You have this. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Flowing in and back out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nicely done. 2 breaths. Consider that this practice is a moving meditation, just breath work. It's only a breath exercise. One more time. Take your inhale. Air out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Chair pose. Breathe in. Fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. You've got this up dog, shoulders together. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, right back down. You've got it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Press through your big toe. Chaturanga, bring it back down. You've got this. Upward facing dog. And through to downward facing dog. Find a space here where you can let your heels sink backwards, turning them out, and then hugging in through your shins. One more time. Take a breath in, out, feet to hands. This will be our last sun B. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose. Breathe in as you sit low, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Flowing up and in. Hands wide. Back out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Inhale all the way up. And exhale your hands down to the mat. Nicely done. Upward facing dog and into downward facing dog. Take a breath if you need one. Take a sigh. You're also allowed to drink your water when it's necessary, all right? Bring your right leg up into the air. Yep. And when you're done, you'll just get back into the practice. Now bend your top knee, open up your hip all the way to the side. You can either stay here or flip dog. That's a good job. Now, we're going to go for some big arm circles on the right this time. Just looking to open up through your shoulder. As large as you can take them or as small, it doesn't matter to me. Just looking for some new stretch across your chest. One more time. Come over, high plank. Stay here. High plank. So traditionally in high plank, you're doing it with your toes tucked under. Today, we're going to try it slightly differently. You can either keep your knees up or bring them down for it. but we're actually putting our toenails down on the floor. So your feet are flat here. And then that's it. We're just looking to hug up and in. You're going to have to lift your pelvis up towards your belly button and hold. We've got this for 5, 4, 3, shoulders soft, 2, and 1. Come down. Upward facing dog. When we're ready, downward facing dog. All right. I don't care how you get there. You can take a break. It's all right. Now, once we're all ready, we're going to bring our left leg up into the air. Left knee bends, hip opens. Go for the side stretch here. It helps bring some relief to the rest of the poses, okay? So stretch it out, then bring it over. Flip dog. Now, see if you can find something new about this pose, something new about your shoulders lifting. Press through your heels and bring your hips up 1 more inch. If you've got the space for it, bring it over. High plank. Yep. And we're just coming to a hold. So that's it. Knees down or knees up. It doesn't matter to me. By the time I was here yesterday in my practice, when I did this exact class, I was like, we are knees down for everything at this point. So it's all right. You can bring your knees down, hands out wide. We're just holding. Pulling your belly button up and in for 10, 9. Now count fast. 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Splat. Like the whole way down. Just let it go. You can TikTok your knees right and left. Minnie, I hope that you're having as much fun as we are. TikTok your knees 1 more time. And from here, we're going to make our way into down dog. So if you want to hit an up dog into down dog, that's great. Whatever it is, inhale, reach up through your shoulders. Exhale all the way back down to down dog. Take a nice full breath in. Exhale. Right side crescent lunge. Up your right leg moving all the way up and through. Yes, you've got this, yogis. Bring your fingertips straight up to the ceiling. Now, this is the analogy. I took LT's 915 yesterday, which is where I got this from. She used this analogy. You know, Spider-Man, how he like shoots the webs or whatever from his fingertips? That's what we're going for here. So not only spread your fingers, but like really picture that they're attached to the ceiling somehow. We're going to take a nice full breath in, load the front leg, and controlled inhale, step up, knee to chest. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. We're going to do it 4 times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, step back. Keeping your hands wide. Inhale, up. And exhale, step. Good job. See if you can float there right before the back leg hits the mat. Exhale, step. Was that 5 or we're doing 1 more? All right, 1 more here. And step back. From here, tilt your fingertips forwards. Get all the length from your back heel, hands to heart center, twist to the right. Nicely done. Now, emphasis on the center of your spine, pressing through towards your chest, letting this top shoulder twist up towards the ceiling. Look for space right here in your bottom rib cage. Good job. Last breath. And on your inhale, we'll rise up, take crescent lunge, over into warrior 2. See, you didn't know that warrior 2 could actually be a relief. Yesterday, I think, was the first time I was like, oh, thank God we're in warrior 2. Here we go. Nice and low, back foot active, extended side angle. So you've got a lot more space in your shoulders than you might be accustomed to. See if you might have space for a half bind. Just bending your top hand backwards. It's going to come right behind your right front leg. Yeah, like that. And maybe you've got some new space for this. Maybe a bind is possible, reaching your bottom hand under. Whatever it is, we're just going to stay here 2 more breaths. Last one. And we'll go through down dog. However you want to get there. If you've got the space for a vinyasa, aka chaturanga, through up dog into downward facing dog, take your breath in, let it go. One more time, soften your knees, let it go. Left side crescent lunge. Oh yes, yogis, fingertips active. Here we go, reach them up towards the ceiling. So hands are wide here. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee to chest. We've got 3 more times. Inhale, step. Exhale, knee. Inhale, step. Exhale, knee. Here we go. Last one. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee up. Backwards. That's it. Low belly hugging in. Reach forwards. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Now we get to use this same principle. The center of your chest or of your spine is going to reach through the front of your chest. Just looking for softness here as you create your twist. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. Lifting up through your shoulder blades. Last one. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Yep, you can come out of the warrior and straighten your leg, and then we'll go right back into it. Bring some softness between your shoulders. So let them settle down. Take a big breath in. Actually lift them up first. Now exhale, settle. Take extended side angle. Yes, I know we're putting a lot of effort in here today. Pick your shoulders up towards your ears. So hug them up real quick. And now let them fall backwards onto your spine. Just creating some softness here. Take the half bind or full bind if you've got it. And there we go. Last breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take your breath in. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Half lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. We're going to use those spider fingers, or whatever you want to call it here too. Bring your shoulders back. Hug them together. Take both hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Now, any variation of the twist that you'd like, you can take on here. Whatever it is, I want you to find some softness. Yeah, you have this. Lift up through your shoulders as you let your hips sink down there. And then we're going to focus on opening the shoulder towards the ceiling. Yeah, you can bring your hands out wide to the side. Yeah, you have this. One more breath here. On your inhale, rise up, take chair pose. Fold on your exhale. Feet nice and wide on the ground. Yeah, we're going to fold the whole way down. I don't think I've ever seen a whole class stand up instead of fold. But feet wide, pointer fingers around your toes. I'm gonna admit it right now. I thought we were about to have a mutiny. I was like, it's okay. I can change. I can change, guys. We can choose a different class to have. One last breath. Listen, I'd skip the next side of chair pose, except then you would be uneven. So chair pose, round 2. We're going to twist left. Here we go. Hands out wide. Sitting low into chair pose. Low belly is going to be active. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Now, look for the space. Breathe into your right ribs, like you're looking to inflate them with each breath. Good job. 2 more times. Yeah, you have this. Last one. Here we go. Inhale, rise up, take chair pose. Fold. All the way down. You can sway right to left. Do the thing that is going to feel good in your body right here. Minnie, I hope you know that goes for you at home too. I want you to press into your heels. Pull your low belly up and in, and as slowly as you can, we're going to rise to stand. So just all the way up, let yourself take your time until you reach to the ceiling for extended mountain. And we'll take right side eagle. So right arm out, wraps under, right leg over top. Yep, this works standing or laying down, whichever one. Now, think about that spot right between your shoulders. I want you to picture it pressing through as you hug your shoulders backwards, just as you breathe, creating softness here. You've got it. We're going to stay for one more breath before we inhale and step out. And switch sides. Left arm under, left leg over. Look for the softness in the pose. You've got this. One more breath. Next side, we'll inhale, step out. Shake it all out. Right side eagle. So right arm under, right leg wraps over top. Get the softness between your shoulder blades. Sometimes you have to let ease in instead of choosing effort. From here, bring your elbows down to your knees. Once you've had a second down there to perhaps catch your balance, we're going to move to airplane legs, keeping your arms interlaced. Now get some length here, pressing out through your elbows. Super long spine. Press your heel backwards. Go for airplane arms. Hands out wide. That's it. Flex your back foot. You've got this. Pressing down through your big toe. Take half moon. Don't worry. Listen, I am too. There's a reason why I always cue balancing. Yeah, just like that, lifting through your top hand. Now flex your top foot. Reach it 1 inch higher. Feet down. Good job. That's good. Inhale, rise up, and we're going to switch. So we're going to take left side eagle. I think that's really good. Listen, if you two want to practice your yoga moves at home, that is A-okay by me. Listen, Minnie has been practicing with us at home like the whole time that we've had a virtual option. She's definitely got some tips and tricks for you about an at-home practice. Take your left arm under, left leg over. Isn't that right? Now steady breath. That's it. Your breath is going to help you. Move your elbows to your knees. Gaze to one point. I'm serious about that. Even as you wiggle and as you fall out, eyes to one spot. Take your airplane legs. Yep, keeping your hands wrapped. See if you can get a little more space. Reaching your elbows forwards, pressing back through your heel. Good job. Airplane arms. There you go. Softness between your shoulders. Take half moon. Opposite that hand down, opposite hand up. Here we go. Stacking your hips, reaching through the top hand. Chaturanga or forward fold. I take it back. No chaturanga here, just fold. You can switch side to side. And when you're ready on the inhale, we're going to rise up. And let's take tree pose. So your feet are going to come to your tree pose however you like to do it. But we're going to take a different hand option today. And this one is bringing your hands to heart center, essentially behind your back. Now, the default here is your first breath, your shoulders are going to want to dump forwards, and that's okay. As you breathe, slowly start to bring them together on your spine. If using your hands at heart center doesn't quite work for you, you can also interlace your hands and press them down to the floor. Each is going to essentially do the same thing, which is just let your shoulders relax into integration. Not forcing them here, but letting them relax backwards. Last breath. And we'll switch sides. Left side tree pose. Hands to heart center behind you. Take 2 breaths here. Letting your shoulders sink down. Last one. And bring your feet down. We're going to come all the way to the head of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain reach. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Chaturanga, exhale. We're going to move through upward facing dog with your breath in. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Come to right side triangle. So right foot all the way to the head of your mat. Straighten out your front leg so it's about 90% of the way straight. Press your big toe on your right foot down into the mat. Now, I want you to look for space in the bottom side of your ribs. So the right side here. See if you can press your hip back and then reach forwards through your, you have the right side here. So you're looking for space all along this edge. Yeah, there it is. Keep breathing. I'm going to switch your hand to the back side here. Try for that. You're going to have to lift your shoulders up just a little bit more. There you go. Pressing backwards through your hip crease. You're going to lift the front of your pelvis up, letting the backside descend. Yeah, your low belly's got to be super active for this. Good job. On your inhale, rise up. And we'll take side-facing, wide-legged forward fold. So all the way over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Now, we're going to do some fancy things on the next side, all right? So on this side, just take the fold that you're looking for here. Whether or not that's ninja lunges from side to side, reaching your fingertips out in front of you. Yes, a bind. Breathe into the back sides of your ribs as you let yourself fall forwards. Just looking to create all the space back here. Take one more breath. On your next breath, undo your hands, however that's required. Take a halfway lift. We're going to walk our fingertips to the front of our mat. And yogi's choice here. You can either go for a runner lunge, which is going to be down with both hands on the inside of your right foot, or you can choose to take half split. So extending your leg out long in front of you. If you're dying for a full split, okay, we've got runner's lunges. A+. Here we go. Bend that top knee, so right knee. Now, to keep center line integration here, you want to hug your right knee into your arm. So making that a real action that's happening. You can stay on your hands, or if you find that you've got a little bit more space, you might be able to bring your forearms down to the ground or down to a block. Oh, this one has a good twist too that we can do. All right, so right hand is going to come not to your knee. You're not going up here at your knee. We're looking for your hand back at your thigh. And from here, you can lift your shoulders up and out towards the right side. So you're using your fingertips actually to move the muscle on the top of your thigh out towards the edge of your mat. Take one more good breath here. And we'll move to downward facing dog. So chaturanga, into up dog, into down dog, and left side triangle. Left foot all the way to the head of your mat. Yep, bring some softness to your knees, particularly your front knee. Look to reach long through your side bodies, through both of your hips, up all the way into your armpits. See if you can get as much space there as possible. Just focusing on reaching the front, your blah, blah, blah. The crown of your head up towards the front of your mat. All the way up. One more breath. All right, inhale, we'll rise to stand. Take side-facing, wide-legged forward fold. So I do have a fun little exercise here. And you can always choose to just take side-facing, wide-legged. But here's what we're going to do. So on your exhale, come all the way down towards the mat. And what we're doing here is you want your hands at about halfway lift. So distance out in front of you means your shoulders are on top of your wrists. And then your hands should be at least shoulder width distance. Take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to blow all the air out and roll up onto your big toes. So breathe in. Exhale, roll all the way up. You're going to have to use that center of your back to add a little bit of extra oomph to this. Yep. See if you can come not only onto your pinky toes, but the whole way over onto them, getting to the very tippy top, high on your tippy toes. And exhale, bring your hips down. That's it. Let's do it 3 more times. So on your exhale, all the way up onto your tippy toes. Inhale, bring it back. At your own pace, 2 more times. And when you're done with that second roll, we're going to come back through to a runner's lunge on the left side then. So walk your fingertips the whole way to the front of your mat. Good job. Runner's lunge. Hug your knee in towards your arm, creating integration from the crown of your head all the way to your heel, one straight line. You can stay up here or move the whole way down onto your forearms. Take your left hand and we'll add a twist here. Hand not at your knee, all the way back onto your thigh as you twist your shoulders up and towards the left. Take 2 breaths here, getting a full twist out. Last one in, chaturanga, exhale. Flow through upward facing dog, into downward facing dog, and then we'll roll to a high plank and all the way onto the mat. So we're only doing 1 set of these guys today. We're going to take 1 locust pose and 1 floor bow. So press down, lift up, inhale, floor bow, round 1. Looking to integrate your shoulders as they pull back. Hey, Tori, I'm trying a different assist that I haven't done yet, so hands out wide. Inhale, lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Did you get your shoulder blades onto your back there? All right. Okay. Let's take floor bow. All right. As long as it felt good, take your hands out wide. Listen, we've been doing a lot of different assisting lately. Bring your hands out. Let's go. Floor bow. Press down. Lift up. Inhale, floor bow. Here we go. Round 1 for 5, 4, 3. Flex your feet. 2, 1. All the way down. Now we're going to hit a second set just to make sure that you get both sides. So left side or opposite side floor bow. Here we go. Second set. Press down. Lift up. Inhale, floor bow. Here you go. 5, 4. Feet flexed. 3, 2, 1, and down. Upward facing dog. Breathe in, stretch all the way up. Camel, knees down onto the mat. So for camel, we're actually doing a half camel today. How this looks is like this. So one leg is going to come out in front. One leg stays bent. Now, with your right hand, inhale, reach it all the way up. Then bring it back to your sits bones on your right side. This left hand, that's going to be the camel hand. So you're bringing this up to a little cactus arm beside you. And on your inhale, lift the center of your chest up towards the ceiling. You want to make sure that your low belly remains hugging up and in, and you keep the tension in your elbow. Yeah, that's it. Nice big bend here. Lifting up out of the sides of your body, up out of the small of your back. And now we're going to switch sides. So left leg comes out in front of you, and we'll set it up the opposite direction. Left hand is the support hand. Right hand is the cactus arm. Lift the center of your chest straight towards the ceiling. And if you've got a little bit more space, you can start bringing your chest back. But I really recommend just focusing on lifting up. Shoulder blade back and active. Last breath. Good job, yogis. So from here, we're going to roll all the way onto our spine. So all the way on your back. Let's take a bridge pose. So we're going to bring our blocks with us for bridge today. So bring your blocks. Actually, you know what? I take it all back. Bring your knees to parallel. No blocks today. Knees to parallel with the floor, shins parallel to the floor. We're just going to go for our abs hold for one last time. All right. So feet flexed, knees hug up and in. Just press. What I want you to feel is your low belly pressing down to the floor. You guys have all been in class and tried this before, so you know the way to add pressure to this and add spice, make it a little harder, is just to press harder with your hands. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock head to toe 3 times. And on your next inhale, we're going to come all the way to a seat. We're taking right side seated single leg extension. So right leg out, left leg tucks. Interlace your fingers behind your back and press them down towards the mat. So really get this down action, creating a long spine. And then let yourself fold towards your right toes. So we're really looking to keep as much space, as much length as possible from your hips to your head as you fold. One more breath. Uninterlace your hands. Now we're going to, if you have the space for it, reach your right toes, letting your elbow come to the inside of your leg. This left elbow is going to reach up high with your fingertips behind your ears. You're looking for a long stretch up the side of your body, the left side of your body. Just breathe here for 2 breaths. Looking to create some softness and create some ease. On your next inhale, we'll rise all the way up to a seat and switch sides. So left leg out long. We're going to start with the fingertips interlaced. Now, I like to, before I get to folding in this, make sure that my hips are helping me guide towards my left toes. So you want your chest to fold straight towards your toes here. Interlace your fingertips, press them down, and then fold. Again, actively pressing through your fingertips, creating all that length in your side body. And now we'll go for the left reach. So fingertips around your big toes, elbow to the inside of your knee. Your elbow can also come to a block here, which is super helpful. And then inhale, reach your right fingertips up behind your head. Now, if you take class with Debbie, she absolutely, how's that going? It's going? You're good. That seems good. Debbie loves to add a little bit of movement here by exhaling and bringing her elbow down, then inhale, lifting it up. If you're dying for some movement in this pose, like I sometimes get, you can add a little bit of that. Whatever's going to make you feel good. Take your last breath. And on your inhale, sit up. Let's take a seated wide-legged forward fold. So legs out wide. Now this pose can really be helped out if you sit on top of a block too. Just helps you get your hips a little bit higher, bring some more softness to your knees. Take a breath in, long straight spine, and fold forwards. You can choose to either keep your fingertips behind you, or if that feels good and you've got the length in your spine, you can bring your hands to the floor in front. Looking to always keep your shoulder blades back, even as you fold. On your inhale, we're going to sit all the way up. Let's roll all the way onto your spine. We're going to come to upside downs. So whether or not you want to get into a shoulder stand, if you're feeling head or handstands, you're welcome to do that as well. Waterfall is also an option here. All you're looking to do is get your feet above your heart or your hips above your heart one more time in class. Shoulder stands move to plow. You're welcome. Plow can move to deaf yogis with your knees bent. And as you're ready, everyone hug your knees in and slowly roll all the way back down onto your mat. We're going to take supine twist from here. So knees into your chest. Drop them to the left. You're welcome to stay there if you'd like, Tori. Supine twist. I know. The choice between waterfall and twist is always a tricky one. You're like, which one of these is even better? Look for all of the twists. Take a nice full breath in. Exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Welcome, and we'll twist to the opposite side. Bless you. Let yourself melt down towards the mat. Hug your knees up into your chest. We'll take Shavasana. Let your legs and arms go long with your eyes closed. Take a full, deep inhale and complete it with a long, whole exhale. One more time, take a breath in and out. Bring some movement to your fingers and to your toes. My next breath, hug your knees into your chest. Rock over onto your right side with your forehead on the floor. Take this one breath to feel grounded, to get supported by the mat, the floor underneath of you. Your next inhale, make your way up to a seated position. On your inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale and bring your hands down to heart center, letting your thumbs rest against your chest. Take a moment to feel the space that you've created for yourself. Checking in with your emotions. Checking in with the things that you can feel in your body. Just observe what it is that you've created here. We're going to take one Om with a breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. It was great to see you this morning. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for letting me try out some of my assists. I hope that you loved your little extra shoulder work today. I did it yesterday, and my shoulders are definitely, they're new today. They're new. But the way to get rid of yoga sore is to come back to class. So that's it. I'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Love you guys. All right, let's go.